So it is 10:22 EST. We came to the market this morning and we said what? We said we ain't shorting S&P into the end of the minor trend, so we went long, long, long. Lovely long trend had ended as we know that sellers are in charge. So let's take a look on the news. What has happened with the news? Oh no, the highest consumer confidence since October 2007, and we are short, short, short. 2 points later, we are firmly short. We know that news is worthless if it overrides the price. Just like we knew extremely clearly that my long trade on S&P was a counter trend trade. S&P sitting very, very pretty at my first target, but this is the key level as this is the end of the minor bearish trend. You are witnessing that there is no spectacular rally on S&P. Highest consumer confidence since 2007. What has happened with news traders? That's the same thing as we've been buying oil despite extreme oversupply on oil last news release. When price contradicts the news, we know that everything preset in price far in advance. We are still firmly short. We just know the importance of reversal zone. The response at 1962 and a quarter is critical. Will the buyers be found in that area? That remains the key. We are witnessing the importance of decision point 2 on my trade. As expected, it's a war zone. But market ain't rallying because our most important chart that we use for day trading reached reversal zone. It's that simple. Respect what price is telling you. And if you trade S&P, you better know what decision point 2 means. Is that clear? So when news comes out and I have the highest consumer confidence since 2007, I know that it's worthless fluff. Take a hike, baby, would you? Because you are contradicting the price. I know what reversal zone means. My price is to the downside in reversal zone, remember? Don't ignore that. The response here is what will determine what happens next. So pretty please, respect this level highly. Our very critical target is in. The response on our trade in reversal zone will define what price will do next. So here we are, 2.5 points later, to the downside. Will price give us something more? Very bullish news and very lovely bearish trade. Reminding you, everything preset in price far in advance. Just like I've been telling you, I would only buy oil. 2 lovely long trades on oil. And that's there is. Short opportunity on oil was pre-market. We ain't shorting oil anywhere here. That simple. Price does not care about the news whatsoever. Price dances and moves back and forth. But the magic happens if price levels correlate with the news. That's ultimate magic, meaning if we did have terrible consumer confidence, collapse would be exponential and instant. That's the magic. But what is beautiful? What are we witnessing every time? That news is worthless if it contradicts the price. So here we are, my trade at reversal zone. What happens next at this level will determine the rest of the day on S&P. Stop well outside of break-even. Absolutely essential and critical to respect that. So here we are, bearish trend setting up for pretty powerful reversal 2.5 points later. Know your levels And that's how price continue moving. Short trend came to, long trade came to, reversal, end of major trend, sellers stepped in with vengeance in overnight markets. We bought when bearish trend reached the end of the minor trend. And then we sold again because price came not far off to reversal zone. That's the dance. Bottom line is, this is Fibonacci levels I developed. This is my proprietary levels that I use as words in the trading room. In the course, you learn settings, you learn how to use it properly. That's simple. So, as you could see, oil came to the end of the minor trend and collapsed. I explained to you we would only buy oil. It's way too late to short. That's simple. We're out of S&P. Out of S&P. A short trend reached reversal zone and gave us quite a push to the upside. 2.5 points to the upside. What happens next on S&P is crucial. Will buyers step in with vengeance this time around? Exact same place where we bought at the market open. So here we are. Finally, major trend is kicking in across the board on both oil and S&P. Once again, the worthless consumer confidence highest in 4 years. And what are we doing? We're shorting S&P again and again, and we're shorting oil, and markets are moving. And that's the power of the price. No news means anything when it comes to contradicting the price. So, 6 trades? Happy Tuesday, everybody. Will S&P continue with selling pressure a point later? Can it give us something more? Worthless scroll, worthless fluff we took advantage of earlier. I spelled out to you, the reversal zone is not to be ignored. No news will overpower that ever. This is very beautiful confirmation that nothing in this world is random. Will S&P finally blast through reversal zone and become just like oil? Will get us out of this worthless fluff and worthless torture. Oil blasted through all the levels. I warned you, when sellers will step in, the selling will be vicious. Finally, can S&P get out of all of these areas? Just like oil, can it do that? Thank you, Mark. I love that fact. See, you're an experienced trader. You've been in trading 8 years. What is the percentage of traders who survive it? 4%. If you learn that early enough, if you become like magnificent Janice, out of hundreds and hundreds of students I had, less than 5 were beginner traders. So listen to someone like Janice, who should be a role model for every single trader on this planet. So, if beginner trader can do so well, so can any trader. What did I learn through the years? People are addicted to indicators. They come to the course, they cannot make any money, and what? They can't say goodbye to indicators. It's an addiction. If it ain't making you money, why in the world are you using it? Say ciao kapao, it's like smoking. If it causes lung cancer, why are you smoking? Make sense? It's the same addiction. Let it go. 6 trades without using any indicators. Once again, the power of knowledge remains the key. I warned you. Reversal zone not to be taken for granted. That's the difference between both structures this morning on oil and S&P. S&P came to the major, end of the major bullish trend, and I said, oh no, we knew this morning not to short, and we knew to short from here. We knew that buyers will be worthless. They ain't going anywhere as of right now. So, and we knew that all the bullish trades we had taken on oil were very, very temporary. And that's the power of the price. Oil made it to the end of the minor trend, S&P at the end of the major trend. That's the difference. That's simple. So this was instant collapse on oil. Instant. Make sense? 80 ticks. Instant collapse. Painless trading. S&P once again reminded you, 2.5 points later, that major trend is bearish. Know your levels. It's that simple. And play by the rules. And I love what happened today. S&P reminded you that news is worthless. Worthless if it contradicts the price. The most powerful news in 4 years became completely worthless as expected. No spectacular bullish rally nowhere to be found, as bullish trend stuck in reversal zone and remains there. So again, it was extremely magical days. Once again, we witnessed that price will override the news. My last short trade on S&P was absolutely painless, and so was the last short trade on oil. So between two instruments and between counter trend and trend trades, I had taken 47 trades on oil, 40 positive. The same thing on S&P. 47 trades, 40 positive. You witness oil blasting through reversal zone and migrating to drastically larger targets, giving you another long opportunity. S&P remains stuck in reversal zone. So I love days when we're witnessing one thing, that everything preset in price far in advance. The most powerful and spectacular bullish news, completely worthless, because price contradicted it. And if you know where the end of the major trend is, identified by Alpha Wave Trader method as reversal zone, you would remember, do not ever enter into it. Only short from oil. No, and do not ever forget where the end of the minor trend is. Short from this area. So thank you so much for your time. I'm off to teach. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.